comes to these two teams, Grant, you have to expect they'll be relying on their front courts to get it done here.
Yeah, I think that's right, B.A. It should be an old-fashioned battle amongst the bigs. And whoever gets the edge in that matchup, I think gets the W. But we'll see.
And now the Los Angeles starters. Luka and Reeves are the 1 and the 2. LeBron James out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Smart in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Doncic. What a tremendous game he played against Portland. Smart passes to Doncic. James, a screen on DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 5. Doncic shot is good.
Defense was all over Doncic, so he smartly uses a pick to get free to shoot.
DeSumo outside. Banked it in off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Doncic. Kicks it out to Smart. Lets it go from deep. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic.
Well, with everything else Smart does on the floor, his three-point shooting is really a bonus.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Here's DiVincenzo. What a tremendous game he played against Denver. Stan, you look at Naz Reid, he gives you some size, but he is a dangerous scorer, especially from the perimeter.
Absolutely, B.A. And also, Reid is one of the most entertaining players to watch. So many deflections, blocks, dunks, hits threes. He does it all.
Minnesota with the ball, following the three-pointer by Los Angeles.
Well, given how tall and lengthy Gobert is, it makes sense why he looks to score inside. Nice bucket there.
Now here's Doncic. Ayton, a screen on DiVincenzo. From deep, here's Doncic. Drops in the 3. Doncic has got his second basket on the night.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Outside Reid. Outside Edwards. This one for 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. Coming off a win against the Blazers.
Yeah, and that one came down to their rebounding. There was a big gap between the two teams there.
Yeah, their guys really got after it on the glass. Sometimes that's the difference maker between a win and a loss.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. Taking a look at Minnesota, they're having a little bit of trouble right now, hanging in the middle of the league.
Checking out the Lakers, they're making a move up the power rankings. They got the best record in the conference, and no doubt one of the scariest teams in the NBA. They're just so hard to game plan for.
I mean, could this be any easier for Gobert? The rim is right there for him.
Doncic finds James. Back to Doncic. And they doubled up Doncic. Smart for 3. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Doncic has got his 4th assist in this one.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Now here's Edwards. And in that win against the Nuggets, he was a major factor as well. Pass to DeSumo. Here's Reid. Sinks that one from the post.
Not easy inside there for Reid, but he made something happen.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Chris Finch. I asked him what lessons he's learned from studying tape on Luka Doncic, and Coach told me, well, one thing is you can't force him into anything. Luka plays at the pace that he wants to play at and goes where he wants to go on the floor. But we can try and take away his options, and that should present some obstacles for him. Brian?
And Allie, thanks. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Outside, DiVincenzo. To the inside. Pass to Gobert. Stolen by Ayton. Doncic outside. Lets the 3 fly. And And the Lakers hit again from deep.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
DiVincenzo can't hit.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
And prior to last season, the Timberwolves had never won a playoff series in consecutive seasons, Stan.
Yeah, and so now they make the conference finals 2 seasons in a row. The most sustained success this franchise has ever known. Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Shannon's checked in for the Timberwolves. Highland comes in for DiVincenzo. All right, with this break, let's take a look at the teams that were the toughest to score against last year. 5th best, Minnesota.
They made life hard on opponents. One of the best defenses in the NBA last year.
There's a minute 34 left to play in the first. Outside Reed, and here's Edwards outside. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, I'd say any play with Edwards on the finishing end has a good chance of succeeding.
Highland against Doncic. Smart outside, back to Doncic. It's blocked by Gobert.
Stellar defense. Gobert will have him thinking twice about bringing it inside again.
Edwards against Reeves. Edwards, a pass to Highland. Misses the 3. Los Angeles leading by 9. It's stolen by Highland. Outside Reed, back to Highland. Takes a 3. Nails it from 3.
Well, that's a smart pass by Reed. Very unselfish. It's still hard to believe this guy wasn't drafted.
Now here's Doncic. He's got 11. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Screen by James. Just 5 to shoot. Doncic passes to James. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot. And again, the Lakers, no good. And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Hey, 3 points is better than 2. They built this lead by tacking on that extra point at the end of possessions. We'll be right back with you shortly. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
They got Bones Highland. Kyle Anderson is out there with Joe Ingles. Then there's Mike Conley, and it's Clark in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves.
Oh, Luka is so skilled at using his body to create good looks inside.
And that one's good from Conley.
Now that was a clever adjustment. I mean, that was a tough shot.
Well, you've got to be creative when you're up against a bigger defender.
Now here's Doncic. Nice move. The rebound by Ingles. Timberwolves trail by 6. Highland looking for an opening. Pass to Clark. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Last time they met in Los Angeles.
They flat out dominated the last time these teams squared off, particularly on the glass.
Yeah, but they can expect a whole lot more resistance this time around. No team likes to lose the rebounding battle.
Minnesota with the ball. The Lakers getting their last shot to go. Highland against Reeves. Highland, the pass to Ingles. Anderson with a screen. Launches it. The shot by Conley, no good. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They're leading by 8. At the conclusion of this one, they're off to Memphis, where they'll face the Grizzlies. That'll wrap up this short 2-game road trip. Luka! Lethal!
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And Grant, when talking about certain players, we hear expressions like, he does the little things, or he does the dirty work. What does all that mean exactly?
You know, it's about what doesn't show up in the box score. Setting good screens, winning those 50-50 balls, hustling back on defense. Often, it's just as important as putting up those points.
And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Phillips has checked in for Ingles. Anthony Edwards comes in for Clark. DeSumo, he's checked in for Highland. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. DeSumo outside. DiVincenzo, pass to DeSumo. Puts up a deep 3, and Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to James. Doncic on the wing. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Anderson. Los Angeles shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. And Minnesota making a change here. Gobert's checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And when we talk about franchise players, guys who can carry a team, Luka Doncic is one of the few guys in that category.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. Pass to DeSumo. Shot to stop the run, and it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Doncic passes to James. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Doncic feeling it out a bit. Rebound Minnesota. They're coming off a win against the Nuggets.
Yeah, it was relentless play at both ends of the court in that game. They were able to seize control and maintain it.
Well, those are the kinds of performances you hope carry over into some momentum for this.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The Timberwolves have elite shot creation, but it's finding that balance. Anthony Edwards said, I'm wired to score the ball. I'm going to showcase my game, so it's hard to find that balance of when to pass and when to keep it and try to get going. Sometimes I feel like the right play is me. Brian, back over to you.
Fills it up with the best. Okay, Allie, good stuff. Anderson with a screen on Reeves. DeSumo, the pass to Edwards. And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it. We've seen Anthony Edwards dramatically increase his rate of three-point attempts.
Yeah, Brian, while also increasing his percentage. It makes him that much more dangerous as a scorer. We know he can finish around the rim, and that creates a pick-your-poison situation for the defense.
Nas Reed's checked in for Anderson. The basket counts, and one. He'll go to the line, a chance at a three-point play.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this quarter.
This will be his second trip to the free throw line in this one.
And Doncic is a walking triple-double threat. His versatility and confidence is really special.
Here's DiVincenzo. Oh, rejected by Ayton. Second shot opportunity. Rebound, the Lakers. Doncic has got 4 rebounds now.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now. And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
DiVincenzo, the pass to DeSumo. Over Reeves. And that time also a missed shot.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
DiVincenzo against Doncic. 1:52 left in the half. The shot misses. For three, DiVincenzo. Doncic grabs the miss. The Lakers lead by 20. Outside Reeves. Doncic outside. Takes the three. Rebound Minnesota. DeSumo on the wing. He's covered by Reeves. Good.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Doncic into the lane. It falls, and now he's 10 of 15 shooting. Nice work.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
DiVincenzo against Doncic. And here's Edwards outside. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. Doncic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. There's 38 seconds left in the first half of this game.
So creative on the attack. I like whenever Doncic knifes inside and looks to score.
Pass to Reed. Outside, DiVincenzo. That three's off the mark.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
And Doncic the bucket on the assist from James. 30 points for Luka Doncic.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Outside Edwards. For three, DiVincenzo. Can't hit that one. Up in time. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Well, it's good to have a player on the floor with that kind of awareness. He recognized the situation.
Oh, what a performance by Luka Doncic. He has been the story for Los Angeles. He's been an offensive force, now with over 30 points after the quarter. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
Hello and welcome, and what a first half for Cool Hand Luka Doncic.
They've made a mistake. If you let Luka get hot early, boy, oh boy, expect a long night.
But what are they supposed to do? You can't run everyone at him. He's too good a passer.
And during that first half of play, these two leading the way for their respective teams.
We've been tracking these two all along. The way these guys are leading their teams, impressive.
Yes, the way it's gone, whichever of these two can keep it up in the second half, his team's coming out with the W.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
And Reeves has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. And so in the game for the Lakers, Luka and Reeves are the 1 and the 2. Marcus Smart out there with LeBron James. And it's Ayton in at the center position.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
For three, DiVincenzo. Rebound by the Lakers. Ayton's got 8 rebounds in the game. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. DiVincenzo against Doncic. James outside. 6 to shoot. And here's Reeves outside. The shot's good on the assist by James.
It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
Yeah, and to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was coming into this contest.
Now here's Reed. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And here's a look at the top shooters last season. No wasted chances among this group. In the third spot, Rudy Gobert.
So consistent from the floor. He shot it at a great clip last season.
Doncic with it. DiVincenzo covering. Back to Doncic. Jacks up a three. Sinks it from distance. Doncic has got 35.
They are on fire to start this second half. 3 for 3 and looking totally insane.
DiVincenzo with a screen on James. Here's Reed. Out to DiVincenzo. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again.
Hey, the struggle is real. He hasn't found much success with his offense today.
And it's Doncic missing.
Well, after 3 straight makes, that's their first miss of the half.
Now here's Dosunmu. He's got 7. Edwards for 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
That halftime break didn't seem to do them any favors, starting off the second half with 3 straight misses.
Doncic with it. He's covered by Dosunmu. Kicks it out to Smart. For 3, James. That's good. And it's Smart with the assist. James has got 5 points now this quarter.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Reed passes to Edwards. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And he gets the bucket.
Well, there's a reason Ayton has a high field goal percentage every year. He typically takes shots he knows he can make.
He throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hop, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. Doncic outside. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. Minnesota's got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Ooh, rejected by Doncic.
Defense at its best from Doncic. Like to see him putting that much effort into his D.
From the arc. Pure from 3-point range. Doncic has got 38 points.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Outside, DiVincenzo. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
And a quiet first half from distance. Didn't even try a 3, but now he's 1 for 2 from deep in the second half.
Now here's Doncic. He's got 38. Ayton finds Doncic. The 3 is up. He drops it from range. Doncic has got 41.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Nice shot by DiVincenzo.
And after a lackluster first half, he's playing with a lot more energy now. Sometimes it takes that break to reset.
To the paint. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Well, nice release from the pick and roll there from Ayton. And he gets rewarded for it.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Luka Doncic talked about wearing purple and gold. He said it's the Lakers. So many past legends, so many championships. You don't come here for anything else. So I have everything left to prove, and that's the goal. I get to play in the greatest club in the world, and I'm excited for this new journey. Brian, back to you.
A new beginning. Thank you, Allie.
The timing LeBron possesses is second to none. Fantastic at measuring when to go for alley-oops. I love the throwback basketball. Work it down low and set up your teammate.
Doncic against DiVincenzo. Doncic passes to Smart. And a miss there on the triple. For Minnesota, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. DiVincenzo laid it in with a nice touch off the window. DiVincenzo's got 9 points now in the second half. Doncic on the wing. DiVincenzo covering. DiVincenzo with a steal. 40 seconds left to play in the third. It's not going to go for him. It's Doncic with a drive, and he makes it. Doncic has got 43 points.
Oh my, tight defense, but Doncic just muscles it in.
Here's DiVincenzo. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. Doncic has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Outside Reeves. Doncic against DiVincenzo. A nice shot by Doncic. Doncic has got 45 points.
You look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. Lakers ahead, running away with this one. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting 41% in this game. Bones Highland out there with Mike Conley. Then there's Anthony Edwards. Then there's Kyle Anderson. And it's Shannon in at the 4 spot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Pass to Doncic. On the wing, Reeves. Back to Doncic. And despite the NBA's popularity, some folks criticizing the wide-open style of play.
Yeah, you know, B.A., some of the artistry is lost when guys are mostly hunting for open threes. But for some teams like the Celtics and Warriors, that's been a championship-winning formula. And, well, we all know it's a copycat league. And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Pass to Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Putting that size to great use. All Ayton has to do is pop up to catch the lob.
Anderson with a screen on Smart. Edwards finds Anderson. The kick out to Conley. There's the 3. The Lakers with a rebound. Ayton's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Smart outside. James outside. James, a screen on Conley. Back to James. And it's James with the jam.
Yeah, the assertive approach from LeBron is really paying off in this one. He is driving this offense.
Pass to Shannon. From behind the arc. The Lakers with a rebound.
That's staying connected to the shooter and timing the contest.
Out to James. Fires for 3. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got assist number 11 for him here tonight. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
And Doncic with the jam.
And their offense tonight is Luka, and more Luka. When he's on, it's an opponent's worst nightmare.
Here's Conley. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Oh, explosive crossover. How's that for a move?
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points. Well, some lament the death of the mid-range jumper in today's game. Grant, you got any fixes?
Well, some have suggested cutting out the corner threes. If the three-point line was only like above the break, teams would probably need to rely more on that mid-range.
Well, look, you can't let Edwards get this close to the rim because he will dunk it on you.
Pass to Reeves. Doncic outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the 3.
Well, something else that stands out is how they've shared the ball. I mean, they're getting a lot of their points from sharp passing. And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Smart outside. Doncic outside. 5 to shoot. Another bucket! Wow!
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Shot from 12, and another basket from Minnesota.
Well, right there, DiVincenzo, hard dribble, then stops and pops.
Here's Doncic. Hits yet again! Wow!
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense, really taking it to the opposition. Here's DiVincenzo, and the layup is good off the glass. DiVincenzo's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, I love seeing DiVincenzo be opportunistic on offense. He's very effective when he seeks out his own shot.
Ayton, the screen on DiVincenzo, and here's Doncic outside. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to DeSumo. For 3, DiVincenzo on target from range. DiVincenzo's got 16 points here in the second half.
Well, you can drop DiVincenzo anywhere on the arc, and he'll get it lined up. He knows all the angles.
Doncic with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. DiVincenzo against Doncic. There are usually 1 or 2 mid-season coaching changes in the NBA every year. Can those energize the team, Grant?
You know, B.A., we've seen it give teams a boost in the past, but only on occasion. Usually it's a last-ditch effort in a doomed season or simply just turning the page.
Stolen by Ayton.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Lakers.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year.
And with just 1 game left to play between them, they've captured their first 2 meetings of the year.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Luka Doncic.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they'd put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Reed passes to DeSumo. Back to Reed. Clock at 6. Outside Edwards. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. There's the triple. Can't get it to fall. And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
LeBron, you've accomplished so much in this league. How have you been able to sustain it for so long?
You know, it's only a select few. It's not many who make it to this point, and I would never take the game for granted. That's why I try to give everything I can till I can't give no more. And I've been around some great players, great coaches, great organizations, and for me to have this opportunity right here means a lot, and I'm very humble.
Well, you're a sponge for knowledge, and you have a great work ethic, and it's been fun to watch. Thanks, LeBron.
Allie, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And let's reveal our player of the game, Luka Doncic.